Hi, this is just a quick video. I am in my office. Hello. I was at the hospital on Thursday and then again on Friday. So, Saturday is the day officially that I have got to kind of fast before my medical appointment next week. And I think for me personally, the thing that really makes me struggle when have to fast is when my children are at home and they're eating everything that they want, and there's me like water, bread, water, bread, water, 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 nothing. And it's so frustrating. I mean, if anyone has watched a really good program to watch, if you can, no problem is it's on Disney. It's Limitless with Chris Hemsworth in, where he does all these different things and basically pushes his body to breaking point. And one of the things that he does is he fasts for like a week. So he doesn't eat anything for about a week. The golden rule is 3 days. So like it's supposed to be like 3 hours without water, 3 days without food, or something like that. I can't remember which. Even people that obviously fast for religious reasons, they only fast at certain times of the day. It's not like they deliberately go on a 100% hunger strike. So when you watch Limitless with Chris Hemsworth in, it's absolutely amazing program. After the program that talks about fasting, he anyway, won't be my video without a yawn. He goes through the list of what he did before he fasted. So he saw a doctor, he made sure he was medically well enough to fast. On the days he was fasting, I think he took multivitamins just to make sure that he was stable enough, to fast. He then would say not eat after a certain time in the day so that his body got used to being in starvation mode. Now, what usually happens with people like myself, who's very accident prone, you sustain an injury and then you're told, oh, you've got to have surgery, or you're having an operation, you've got to be nil by mouth for 24 hours. Or, pardon me, or don't eat after, I think it's 8 o'clock in the evening for the surgery that you're going to have, so that basically your body is empty and there's less chance of there being complications during your surgery or your procedure. And myself, 3 days I can do. 3 days I can quite easily not eat for, because I've had to do it before. I've been in hospital and they've cancelled my operation, and then I've had to wait the following day to have it, and one thing and another. So I'm quite good at 3 days, but for me, any longer than that, even I start to struggle. But as I tried to explain to the hospital and I explained to the Department of Work and Pensions, because I suffer with bile acid malabsorption, 3 days fasting for me, or as I call it, intermittent fasting, is nothing. But in order for me to have the procedure I'm having, my entire bowel has to be empty. And the only way that will happen is by, first of all, I have to reduce what I eat over the next until I have my procedure. Then I have to reduce my fluid intake. And then I have to take what I call Movicol to completely flush out my system. And they've said, once you've taken the medication they give you, you're going to be extremely dehydrated because your body is literally going to have no fluid in it at all. And so, for those hours that I'm having to wait for the procedure. I'm not allowed to eat, I'm not allowed to drink, and sorry, yawning away again. And it's at that point when it kind of really hits me. And it's not just that, it's the pain as well, because they've already said, you're going to be in a lot of pain, a lot of abdominal pain. So one thing I will definitely make sure I try to do is manage my pain medication, so that when I am doing the procedure that I'm doing, that I take my medication and I take my pain relief. Yes, I'm going to be entitled to gas and air, but because I don't have anyone to take care of me for 24 hours after the procedure, they can't give me anything stronger. So I will definitely see how good my pain threshold is going to be on that day. But the problem with being a redhead, for those that do make comments about me being ginger, we do have a very high pain threshold, but when we do experience pain, we experience it a little bit more intensely. So fingers crossed. So today I am, like I said, on day 3 of having to reduce how much food I eat. And 3 days is my limit. So I'll see how I feel again tomorrow. The only thing I could possibly say that I'm feeling more of is fatigued, more tired, more kind of spacey out of it. So I will, as long as I continue with my fluid intake, I should be fine. But unfortunately, I'm not allowed to take anything that could be put, that has loads of like colours in, or like I can't drink Ribena, not that I drink that anyway. But usually I will make up my own drinks and they're purple. But I can't drink those this week because it stains your intestines. I didn't know that, but apparently when you eat certain foods, it actually stains your internal organs. And if my intestines are stained, they won't be able to examine me properly, and I'd have to do it again. So even the I think it's Dularites that I take, even they are Ribena flavoured, so I can't even take them this time. So what they've suggested is just warm water with sugar or honey in, which is what I think they told me to do last time. But because I have not had this procedure for over 10 years, it's sorry, yawning away again. Let's just say it's going to be a lot different this time round, because I'm getting the full works and not half of what the procedure I had before. So please just wish me luck, and hopefully everything will go well and that everything will come back saying there's nothing wrong. And then maybe next time they will actually look at scanning my liver and my spleen, which, looking at the state of my legs, not my arms as much, but my legs, I strongly believe that it's my liver that is the issue, because that is what obviously triggers bile acid to be released through your body and through your digestive tract. But at least they are going through their little checklist, because bowel cancer does run in my family, and the last thing I want is to say, oh, you know what, don't do this procedure, and then find out it's bowel cancer and then it'd be too late. So fingers crossed, everything should go well, and I will continue to blog. Sorry, as much as I can, and try not to yawn too much. It's just I'm so physically tired at the moment. Because I'm not allowed to eat. I'm allowed to eat, I just have to limit what I eat. So it does make you quite tired a lot more quicker when you're not eating. And I just, like I said, I just hope everything is fine when push comes to shove. And all I'm going to say is, I know it's an embarrassing procedure that I'm having, but if you are suffering with any of the symptoms I've described, or you think there may or may not be something wrong with you, please consult your GP. Don't be embarrassed. There's nothing you can do or say or show them that they probably haven't seen before. Okay, they're there to help. And I know it's taken ages and ages and ages for them to help me, but at least now I'm on that track, and I'm slowly going up that track, and hopefully I will reach the train station at some point, and they'll say, attention, we are really, really sorry. It's took us 20 years, but this is what's wrong with you. And I'll be like, okay, thank you. So what medication are you going to give me this time? But at the moment, unfortunately, it is trial and error. And a lot of medication, a lot of science, and a lot of medicine is. I mean, think about it. In the olden days, they used to drill holes in people's heads for every time you had a headache. Now they give you aspirin or paracetamol. But that doesn't mean that if you hadn't fallen down a flight of stairs, or you'd suffered a bang to the skull, that they wouldn't consider draining, the pressure from your skull if they thought that was the best way to save your life. So they still do those procedures. They just don't do them in such a barbaric way anymore. So, it's not like the old joke, oh, doctor, my arm hurts when I lift it up. Well, don't lift your arm up then. Or, oh, my arm hurts. Okay, we'll chop it off and it's not going to hurt anymore. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if you have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to leave some messages. But please be courteous and not abusive or offensive to myself or anybody else. Thank you.